How's it, Cancer? I hope that you're doing amazing. Adrian here, and this is a general reading for you for the month of November. So, this is for all cancers in your chart, interested in a cancer, dealing with a cancer. This is your reading. It's a general reading. Please take it as it resonates. Just want to explain to you what's going on over here. So, I just wanted to bring sort of the modalities that I do together. So, and sometimes I would use something like this for a personal reading. So, I've been a crystal healer since 2014 and a trainer as well. Or well, obviously started training later. I'm a Reiki master, a practitioner, a coach, and so I just wanted to sort of bring that in with the chakras, with the energy centers, and also as I'm doing this reading, I'm also sending you love for areas in your life that that you are maybe struggling with, areas that are you maybe you're being challenged by. Sending you love for those areas as well, my beautiful cancers. Okay, so please remember it's a general reading. Please take as it resonates. I'd really appreciate you liking the video because it helps my channel to grow. And if it resonates with you, I'd really like to invite you to subscribe to the channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm first going to draw some crystals, and I just want to let you know that the surface underneath this is glass, so it can be a little bit loud when I throw these crystals. So just in case you have got your reading on loud, or you may be wearing earphones, please just be aware of that. I don't want you to hurt your beautiful ears. Okay, so how beautiful are these crystals? I absolutely love crystals. Spirit guides and guardian angels, what is it that Cancer needs to know, please? What are the messages for them? What is it that they need clear guidance with? What is it that they need to be aware of? What is it they need to embrace and release? What is it that you'd like to let them know, please? Okay, grounding went totally out the gate there, and it's interesting. But what I do like is there's this is amazing. It seems to be happening for every reading that I've done so far. So I've done Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. There's a lot of speaking of ancestral knowledge coming out. So I think this has just got a lot to do with the global ascension. And I feel that for many of you, and this is really amazing, but also simultaneously quite challenging, Cancer, a lot of you are releasing generational pain, generational hurt. So there's a lot of things that are coming up for you at the moment that is blocking the flow for you. It's blocking the flow of prosperity and abundance and success and the money and the relationship and the home and the job and the peace of mind that you want. A lot of you is a lot of that is blocked for many of you by generational patterning. So as a child, you obviously learn from your parents, and you may or may not know that when children are from the time they're conceived up until about 6.5, 7 years old, you're like a sponge. You just take on what people tell you. How a lot of you are healing from patterning in your childhood. Things that are maybe passed on to you. Um, from your parents, from your guardians, from your older siblings, aunts, uncles, friends of your parents, that sort of thing. But those habits that they have, those are also habits that have really been, obviously, often in generations forever. So a lot of times we blame our parents for things, but, that's just learned behavior that they learned in their part of life. And so, it's been learned all the way back to your great parents. And so for a lot of you, there's been a lot of flow, there's a lot of limitation that has been, I wouldn't necessarily say taught, but maybe absorbed, sorry. Maybe because you are such a I have such a beautiful sensitive nature, Cancer. It could also be that for some of you, you didn't want to feel certain things, you didn't want to be certain places and that sort of thing. And so the pattern that you may have learned in your life from a very young age is to hide away, is to mask your feelings, is to either keep yourself busy with that so nobody can sort of like suspect that you are hurt by this. And so I feel for a lot of you, there might have been a lot of challenges, a lot of overwhelm that might have taken place for you in your life. Um, and there's a lot of pain that needed to come out, and it came out suddenly. So for many of you, you could have been hit by sudden bursts, sudden onsets of emotion, where you maybe feel overwhelmed, where you might say, for example, something like, I don't know what a nervous breakdown feels like, but I'm pretty sure this is how it must feel. It's a lot of that release that's taking place at the moment. And also I feel that for many of you, you're definitely in that path of ascension, because you're going from that space of survival, in a sense that I must save this money. I can't do this. I can't do that because I have to be logical. I have to be responsible. I can't do this. I can't do that because if I do this and if I do that, then there will be lack and limitation for me. I feel that a lot of you are going from that space into the space of there is more than enough for me, and there's more than enough for me at all times. It's really ascension, because this is not just a space of saying all the pretty stuff. Oh, there's more than enough for everybody. This is actually going to the space where you know it, where you don't have to think about it. Like, you don't have to think about breathing. The oxygen is just there. There is a space that many of you are going into. A lot of clearing there. Also in the throat chakra area, a lot of speaking up for the self, so or at least getting ready with that speaking up with the self, but it's an inner sort of thing. And in a sense, it's almost like you're making peace with the universe. It's almost like you're making peace with the universe in many senses of the word, and this is beautiful ascension that's taking place here for you. Let's see what we've got for you in Angel Oracle. I love Oracle cards. And if you're interested in Oracle card reading, I have got a free Oracle course. There's a link in the description. There's also a link for my step-by-step traditional Rider-Waite tarot reading course. Okay. Let's see what we have. What is the message that the angels have for Cancer, please? All right. 2 cards all the way down to the floor. Let's go get them. Ooh, goodness. Whoa, this is nice. So for some of you, you may have said that you don't really need children, or you don't need all those things in life that, some of you might have said, oh, it's all so soppy, I don't actually care. But the good news is that the deepest desires of your heart is coming true, and that is family, and that is love, and that is real through genuine friendships and connections and partnerships. So with child, it says you care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. The beautiful essence that you have, Cancers. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We, the angels, can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you. Isn't that beautiful? So if you're concerned, you might say, well, I'd like to have children. I'd like to spend more time with children, or even for your own inner child, I'd like to spend more time in nature, or with my pets, or anything like that, but I don't have time. The angels can clear your schedule for you. And what beautiful news here! It says new partner. Could also be a partner that is shaping themselves up. A chance meeting is no mistake. It is divinely orchestrated as a catalyst to set the wheels in motion for the fruition of your prayers. Pay careful attention to new people we send into your life. You will recognize them by your sense of familiarity, comfort, and safety. So some of you may meet that person that you just instantly click. Okay? And that is often how soul partners work. A lot of times we spend so much time, looking for our soulmate, looking for our twin flame, looking, and we're not finding. But when we hand over to a higher source, that is when things just happen. It's so beautiful. Okay. All right. So let's see what you have got in tarot. We're using the beautiful Muse Tarot here by Chris Ann. What is it that Cancer needs to know, please? And I'm only really looking for one card, unless they present more than one. Just one card. Beautiful energy there with the Magician. Mercury, ideas and communication. Also, ruling planets for Mercury is Gemini, or ruling signs. Signs ruled by Mercury are Gemini and Virgo. So maybe you're dealing with those. Or maybe you just have it very strongly in your chart. All right? But the Magician is letting you know, Cancer, that you got this. Like, baby, you got this. It's that calling down of that universal energy. As we said, that inner communication. So for many of you, your inner communication with yourself has changed. I think a lot of times when it comes to the throat chakra area, a lot of times, we think that it's got a lot to do with sort of like your communication with others, which it does, but it's also about that inner verbiage that you have with yourself. All right. And the inner verbiage that you can have with yourself at the moment that is definitely guaranteed to be so is that I've got this, you know. I've got this. The universe is on my side. The universe wants me to win. The universe wants to support my dreams and aspirations. The universe wants all the beauty that my life could possibly be. The universe has got your back. All right. I think through so many generations of patterning, and that is what's releasing for you at the moment as well. And the pressure that many of you might be feeling is that on a subconscious level, 95% of all our communication happens on a subconscious level. And so even though we don't say things with our words, or maybe you even on your own and you don't discuss these things with others, there is that communication that's going on. And some people are not yet ready for everything that you are at. But remember, your life is about you. Calling down that energy, things are about to get so much better for you pretty soon. Isn't that a wonderful promise there from the universe? Let's see what we've got for you here from the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed. Okay, that one just fell out right away. So beautiful. Feeling the world. All right. And it's got number 13 over there in numbering, which is that death card energy, which is that transformational energy, Scorpio energy, regeneration and taboos. And we are in Scorpio season at the moment, at the time of me doing this reading at least. And Scorpio energy is typically about taking on all that patterning and all that inner sort of things within ourselves that are not working and transmuting it to a bigger sort of light. And so in many ways you are sort of feeling everything that's happening at the moment, but I also sense that you can feel the ascension, that you can feel that we are moving to a higher plane of being, that it's for so many of you, it's almost like you subconsciously know or pick up on the fact that we are coming out of the way that things have been and we're going into a more prosperous space. Okay, let's just also get you a Osho Zen tarot card. I love Osho Zen tarot because it's so much about our spirituality, our path and a higher, better way of being for ourselves. I'm also in the process of creating an Osho Zen tarot reading course because I really love it. And it's such a perfect complement to Rider-Waite tarot reading. It really is. Okay. Oh my goodness. Cancer, this is so awesome for you. This is just so awesome. I mean, wow. Feeling the world. 10 of rainbows, which is 10 of pentacles. This is speaking about abundance and prosperity and success and unity and ascension and realizing that we are better together. And this wonderful support is coming about for you. For some of you, you may have felt very lonely, even rejected by the universe there, maybe by, or maybe by other people. But there's a beautiful unity that's coming about in your life. There's a cycle of completion. You meeting with your soul tribe. All right, so wonderful people can actually just start coming into your life, as the angel said over there, which is really just incredibly awesome. Okay, so I really love that for you, Cancer. It's such a beautiful thing. Release taking place. Remember to be calm with yourself or patient with yourself at the moment. Take things calmly. Take time for yourself. Take time to unwind, relax, breathe. Maybe take little walks, take little breaks. Maybe take more showers if you need to. But just do you and do yourself kindly. Okay. And I hope that helps. That's what I got for you. I wish you the most beautiful November. May your heart have many reasons to smile. May beautiful things happen. May life just open its heart to you. And may you have the most beautiful November ever. And so it is. Okay. And if you are interested in personal reading or any of the other services that I have available, services or coaching basically, all the descriptions is down, or everything is down below in the description. Wishing you all the best. Namaste, love and light. Bye, my beautiful Cancers.